Hey everyone, Luke here. Today I wanted to walk through the templating process I use on the Eden server for Dark Age of Camelot. In this video we will cover what is a template, how to find items for a template, how to build your template using DAoC or Zencraft, and how to get and put together the items for your template. What is a template? In Dark Age of Camelot you have stat caps. This means that unlike some other MMORPGs, you're only able to practically reach a certain amount of a particular stat. A template is simply putting together a combination of items and spellcrafting to try and get as close to those caps as possible. As a general rule, these are the caps for different types of stats. A theoretical perfect template would have plus 101 to all stats that affect your class, plus 11 skills, plus 400 hits, plus 26 resist, plus 25% bonuses that affect your class, and plus 10% bonuses that affect your class as well. While a perfect template is achievable, depending on the class, it is most likely going to be imperfect and require some decisions. How to find items for a template. The easiest way to find items for your template is to use the item search tool provided by Eden. This can be found at eden-daoc.net/items. While there are many ways to find items, an easy and straightforward way to find items is to start with your class, and the first jewelry slot is your filter. When you click search, this will return all the cloaks your class can use, sorted by utility. Keep in mind that while high utility is good, there are some stats that you'll only be able to get from certain items. For example, while Sulphurous Fiend Cloak has one utility more than Cape of Legerdemain, Cape of Legerdemain has the harder to find plus 4% spell range, as well as 4% casting speed. Long story short, just because the utility is higher doesn't mean that the item is automatically better. Once you find an item that you think would be good for your template, click on the item. This will show you where the item drops or from which merchants you can purchase the item and at what price. Using Cape of Legerdemain as an example, I see that I can purchase this cape from the Redeemed Albion Fence in Passage of Conflict for 700 Grimoire pages, or it has a chance to drop for monsters in Sobekite Eternal or Summoner's Hall. Next, depending on which spellcrafting program you are using, you can either manually enter the item and its stats, or if you're using DAoC or Zencraft, you can use the export function. For DAoC, simply click the download button on the item search page, and then use the load button inside of DAoC. For Zencraft, click the Zencraft icon, which will automatically copy the item string to your clipboard, and inside Zencraft, paste the string to autofill the item. As you can see, this starts to fill out the stats. Repeat this process, adding in items from the item database, including any pieces of armor or equipment that you may have from your epic armor set, champion weapon, dragon slayer armor or weapon, or any good rugs that you may have found along the way. Another thing to consider alongside stats are uses on items. You can see these uses on the item search page when you click an item. Some of these items may have the same or even lower utility, but a strong usability that you want in your template. Once you have filled out all of your jewelry, your chest piece, and potentially a handful of armor or weapons with dropped items, it is now time to do the spellcrafting part of the template. For this, there is an auto-calculate feature in both DAoC and Zencraft. In DAoC, set your armor pieces and weapons to 100% quality. This will ensure that the calculator uses the appropriate 37.5 imbue points, even though item quality does not affect this on Eden. One last thing to consider with the armor is that there are 5th slot bonus armors. Visit this website to see a list of the bonus armors and what their bonuses are. DAoC does not have the ability to add these bonuses built in, so you can add them in the free slots on a jewelry piece or two. Next, set the priority of your stats. For this example, we're going to set body, cold, heat, energy, crush, slash, and thrust as high priority. And since I don't think I'll be able to make a perfect template, I'm going to set matter and spirit as a medium priority. Once you are ready, simply click the auto-calculate button. The program will work through multiple iterations to find the most optimal combination of spellcrafting to maximize imbue points. You can see the amount of imbue points here. If you don't want to wait the full time or you think it's maxed out, simply click Cancel and it will retain the last iteration. As you can see, this has automatically done the spell crafting up to 37.5 imbue points on any armor and weapon pieces that were available to take spell crafting. Look over your stats. Is there anything really missing? If so, you may want to check for items with wasted utility that are over the cap. You can also try to find higher utility items, etc. If you want to make adjustments and retry, simply clear crafting, make your adjustments, and then click Auto Calculate again. Okay, you've built yourself a template in Loki or Zencraft, or maybe you found a template you like in Discord. How do you get the items you need? For this, we can go back to the item search tool. Just copy in the item name, click search, click the item, and scroll down to find where the item drops or is sold. If it is a currency item, you'll need to have completed the encounter to get credit to be able to purchase the item. Keep in mind that you can obtain currency for items through the encounter, killing trash mobs in that zone, trading for Luna coins from Sobakite Eternal, or buying currency with bounty points obtained in RVR. There is also a currency exchange merchant in the throne room. Once you have all your items, you will need to find a crafter to craft your armor. You will not need 100% or even 99% quality armor. Any quality will do for spell crafting. You should, however, consider 99% or 100% masterpiece for weapons. Once you have your armor, it is ready to be spell crafted. Find a spellcrafter in-game and send them the craft export. Simply save the export and send it to them via Discord. They will craft all the gems necessary and combine those gems to your items one at a time. Pay the agreed upon price and head over to the enchanter to enchant your player crafted items. Next, you will want to find an alchemist to add reactives to your armor. The most common is to use a mixture of ablatives and heal procs. The process is the same. The alchemist will combine the reactive to your items one at a time. And that's it. Double check your stats to make sure they match what you were expecting from your spellcrafting calculator, and visit the nearest dye merchant for a fresh coat of paint. And that's it. You're ready to fight for your realm and your brand new template.